The wind to kick the pitch. And first offering is fouled off. The wind to the pitch.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
The batter now, Kevin Newman. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. On the corner for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Joe Torre stands in now for the Diamondbacks. In the air, left field, Hennessy under this one. Brings it in for the third out. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
Marte throws to first in time. One gone, bottom half of the first. Here's some real power at the plate. Jim Griffey swings and blasts one deep to left center. This one's got a chance. And that one is out of here. He circles the bases, his 4th home run of the season, and it gives him the lead in the first. It's 1-0.
There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, he was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Nap Noodles. There's a strike.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
The next pitch misses, and the count even 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. That's ripped. Base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He was all over that one. You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him to chase on the 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
Line drive, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away. Next to hit, Elroy Hennessy. And what a two-way player, not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
And there's a strike.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
And now it's 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So first and second with 2 outs. Chase Jumbo, the next to hit. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. On the ground. They get the force. That is the inning. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now a 1-0 ball game. And welcome back. New inning getting started at the plate. Joey Meneses. And that's through there for a strike.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more guys that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Clyde Washington with home plate duties in this one.
A little bit of a low zone boot from Clyde. Nothing crazy, though. Pitchers that work consistently down around the knees and are able to command their off-speed stuff tend to have some pretty good success with him back there behind the plate. I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
And that one fouled off. Meneses gets his lead at first with nobody out. Next offering is in for a strike. And misses inside.
The idea was right. Looking to locate that fastball up and in. He just missed his spot a little bit.
And now it's even up.
It's a good take.
Got him looking. And one out now.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but
this one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And that one is gone. His 4th home run of the season. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 2-1. Well, that swing changes things.
yes, it does. They were in striking distance. They found a way to fight back big time. Most times it's the pitcher looking at the scoreboard for velocity, but in this case it's the hitter. He just turned around triple digits at the dish. I don't even know how he saw that pitch. Maybe he didn't, but he got a home run out of it.
So 1 out, nobody on. Ketel Marte getting ready to hit. On the ground, right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. They get the out on Marte.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the first baseman, Christian Walker. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. You know, Christian Walker, a guy who had a really successful amateur career. His college ball with the South Carolina Gamecocks. They won the College World Series twice with Walker. And he tied the College World Series record for most career hits with 28. There's a swing and a drive. And that is gone. He won. Let's break out the StatCast numbers. At Singy, it tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little.
Welcome back. Here's a big power threat. Tom Peanuts. The wind of the pitch. Popped up. Newman under it. One down.
No, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Jimmy Kimball stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. And the right-hander deals.
1 and 2.
To third, right. Zips it to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Swing and a bouncer. Marte tosses to first. That's the 3rd out. Inning over.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. This 3rd inning so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one. Well, these Diamondbacks doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
And that one is lifted in the air. Griffey sizing this one up. Calls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Kevin Newman digs in now. Caught looking his first time up. It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game, and the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break.
In the air, left side, makes the catch, and there's 2 away.
The catcher, number 9.
Now here is Joe Torre. Hit it well, but flied out to the deepest part of the outfield his first time. In there, and it's 0-1. Torrey measures 6 feet 2 inches. Over 1,000 runs batted in his career. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. 0-2 as he waves at that one. Slowly on the ground to short. Noodles. Tosses across to first. And that is the third out of the inning. And the Diamondbacks is the first baseman, Eric Ruiz. Waka back to work. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
Into the outfield, base hit. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder Jim Griffey. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat. Pitch out, but no action.
Good speed on the base pass. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. They're going crazy in the dugout. His second home run of the game, and we're level. It's 3-3.
One of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Nap Noodles will hit next. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Noodles, a former All-Star, hitting third in the lineup, and he's been wearing out home plate lately. He scored 10 times in the last 10 games. Next pitch way upstairs. Waka, maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
That misses the zone, and now 3-1. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
Next pitch is popped up. Right, settles underneath it. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. And fouled off. Righty to the plate. That one ripped. That's back there. And it is gone. He powers that one out to left, and they grab the lead. It's 4-3. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
And now it's going to be Chase Jumbo.
1 ball.
And ball 1. Swing and a miss.
1 strike.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Here's a 1-2. Just missed.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
3-2 now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Back here at the ballpark, and now the right fielder, Joey Meneses. Blue back to work.
So after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
The pitch. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Goes down looking.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Santander batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. On the corner at the knees for a strike. Well, it was bumpy in the early going for the lefty, but he settled into a really nice groove. 1 down, base is empty. Shoots a line drive single into right center. Makes the turn and heads for 2nd. The throw in, and the tying runs at 2nd base with a double.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Right. In the box now, takes strike 1. He's 1 for 1 with a 2-run homer his first time up. Next offering is in for a strike.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at 2nd has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
This to 3rd. Uh-oh, throw goes to 2nd. Safe at 1st as they can't make the play.
The batter, 2nd baseman.
Here's Ketel Marte. He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Jumbo. There's 1, and that's 2.
Pitcher made the pitch, and his players made the play behind him. Nice job. 4-6-3 inning-ending double play.
Bottom of the 4th, here's a speed threat, Tom Peanuts. And a pitch. Popped up. Newman makes the grab. 1 pitch and 1 out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Kimball, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Next offering upstairs. Right-hander kick steals. That misses, and now 3-0. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Hunter has it sized up. Snags it for the 2nd out.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
2 outs, base is empty. Richie Blue, the next to hit. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Nice grab on the run. Fielder Joey Meneses. Blue back to work.
So after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
The pitch. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Goes down looking.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All three pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Santander batting for the second time, and that's strike one. On the corner at the knees for a strike. Well, it was bumpy in the early going for the lefty, but he settled into a really nice groove. One down, base is empty. Shoots a line drive single into right center. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, and the tying runs at second base with a double.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Right. In the box now, takes strike one. He's 1 for 1 with a 2-run homer his first time up. Next offering is in for a strike.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
This to third. Uh-oh, throw goes to second. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
The batter, second baseman,
Here's Ketel Marte. He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Jumbo. There's one, and that's two.
Pitcher made the pitch, and his players made the play behind him. Nice job. 4-6-3 inning-ending double play.
Bottom of the fourth. Here's a speed threat. Tom Peanuts. And a pitch. Popped up. Newman makes the grab. One pitch and one out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Kimball, the next to hit, takes ball one. Next offering upstairs. Right-hander kick steals. That misses, and now 3-0. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Hunter has it sized up. Snags it for the second out.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
2 outs, base is empty. Richie Blue, the next to hit. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Nice grab on the run. And that is that. And welcome back. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Christian Walker. And first offering is fouled off. Here comes a pitch. Fouled off down the right side. Got him. And now one away.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Jumbo hauls it in, 2 away. So back to the top of the Arizona lineup. Next to hit, Torrey Hunter. And that's in there for strike one. And that's a strike. In the dirt. Gets to it onto first. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him. And that's that. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Home half of the 5th coming up. Welcome back. Bottom of the inning. And the batter now, Eric Ruiz. And here it comes. First pitch swinging.
Well, these guys doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out one time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
One ball.
That misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
Walker takes it to the bag, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. And now the center fielder, Jim Griffey. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Kicks and deals. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So digging in, Nap Noodles. 1 for 2. He's a guy who does it all. Fly ball down the right field line. If it's fair, it's gone. And that is gone. That's what the fans came to see, and they had a pair. It's 6-3. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. The cutter up and in can be such a tough pitch for the hitters. You have to keep your hands above the baseball, and that's exactly what he did. He caught it out front and drove it out of here.
1 out, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Stanley Dutch. That's down and in.
1 out.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. In there at the knees. And it's a ball and a strike. Activity in the Arizona bullpen. Matthew Boyd up and throwing for manager Torey Lovullo. Nelson getting cranked up as well. And a big swing and a miss. That one inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
Next offering down in the dirt. Hard hit right side. And he handles it himself for the out. Elroy Hennessy getting ready to hit. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a line drive curling foul down the right side. The 0-1. And strike 2.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
In the dirt. Slings to first. And that's the 3rd out. But 2 come across to score in the inning courtesy of this 2-run homer. And they've doubled up now. It's 6-3. Top 6. And the batter will be the shortstop, Kevin Newman. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Newman measures 6 feet even, 30 years old now. He joined the team as a free agent. Popped up first base side. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's 1 away.
The catcher, number 9,
Joe Torre digs in now. First offering misses the mark.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
The 1-1. And a foul ball. And there's a ball. This one in the air, center field. Griffey settles underneath it. That's out number 2.
Now batting, the right fielder, Joey Meneses.
2 outs, base is empty. And now here is Joey Meneses. Clips the outside corner. Strike 1. And downstairs. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2. That one ripped right center field. And it one-hops the wall. Around first and hustling for second. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over. Best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
Well, the bright side is that that'll help the on-base percentage a little bit, and that's a category no batter can ignore these days. OBP, OPS, well, maybe that'll ease the pain just a little bit.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Jumbo at second with nobody out. Runner on the go again. Pitch is high. Throw to third, and he's out.
Thought he might have a chance to swipe third successfully right there when he got a good jump from second. But it was such a great throw. Quick tag to cut him down.
Kicks and fires. In the air, out towards left center. Santander hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Here's the catcher, Jimmy Kimball. This guy with big-time power and an elite defender. And first offering is fouled off. And the pitch. Check swing. He went, and it's 0-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Back here at the ballpark, now the left fielder, Anthony Santander. Blue back to work. And there's the strike. That one down the line, and that's just foul. 0-2 now. Struck him out looking.
Well, he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
That's the ball.
Misses inside, and the count is 1-1.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
And a pitch. And foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Back-to-back strikeouts.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Guys become defensive, and all of a sudden, for the hitter, that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Gets a piece and stays alive. And he deals. He goes down looking.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
And possibly a double switch coming now as a meeting taking place near the home plate area. Matthew Boyd out of the bullpen now, and he'll go into the 6th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Emmanuel Rivera, he'll move into the 9th spot in the lineup. Blue stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Austin Adams up and throwing for manager Torey Lovullo. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Ruiz now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Next pitch is outside. And that one just missed off the outside edge. Next offering way off the plate.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
On the ground right side. Marte throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down. Now it's going to be Jim Griffey. Outside. Check swing, but he went too far. And a count 1-1. The pitch. That one is absolutely belted. Back there. And that one's gone. So he leaves the yard to left. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they add to the lead. It's 7-3. Singy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
And here is Nap Noodles.
1 ball, no strike.
Next offering is in for a strike.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
In for a strike. 1-2. And now the lefty.
2-2.
Got him looking. And that'll do it. But Walker. The pitch. And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. And 1-2. Blue still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point he wants to finish what he started.
And he chases that one. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. And now Emmanuel Rivera, and he takes a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Got him swinging. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. And the batter now, Torey Hunter. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
2 outs. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Diamondbacks down quickly. Deficit remains. Welcome back. Here's the third baseman, Stanley Dutch. The wind of the pitch. Fouled back our way, and that's out of play. 2013 in the playoffs. You caught one as the Red Sox played the Rays in the division series.
I sacrificed a bracelet. It was my wrist and my hand.
The wind and the pitch. The punch out there, and there's one down.
Now left.
Here's the left fielder, Elroy Hennessy. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. The wind to kick the pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
That misses the zone. And a count 1-2. Chases the fastball up the ladder. Struck him out. Chase Jumbo will hit next. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. And that one wrapped foul. The pitch. Bounce to the right. Marte in plenty of time to first, and that is that. All set for the start of the inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Kevin Newman. Bounce to the left side. Noodles. Now a jump throw. One up, one down. Joe Torre stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Good eye right there. Next offering is in for a strike.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
And a couple of quick outs. Joey Meneses now at the plate. There's a sinker at the knees for a strike.
I always remember watching Johan Santana pitch, and when he was in his prime, you would see a lot of guys out in front, right-handers pulling that changeup in the stands and then fouling the fastball the opposite field up into the stands.
And down on strikes he goes, and that'll do it. 7-3 is how this one ends.